good morning, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Um, yeah. Welcome back to Trading with David 305. Let's see what the market has done since we left yesterday. Looks like it's dumping. Looks like it's dumping. So, yesterday. Yeah, had that little pump. Tapped the EMA 50. Rejected. Did a double bottom. Bounced about 50% of that downwards trend. And then broke the bottom. It's retesting the bottom. So if I'm going to say anything, it's a downwards trend. So the trend is your friend. We want to go with the trend. Overall, it looks like it is bearish. Currently, the NASDAQ futures market, NASDAQ. Yeah. This purple line here, as you can see, is VWAP. Let's try to make this a little bigger for you guys. So this is the 1 hour time frame. We still have the gap, that imbalance that has not been filled. A lot of people thought it was going to be filled yesterday. Honestly, I don't think that's going to be filled this week, but nobody knows. Nobody knows. Maybe the Supreme Court will rule the tariffs legal, and that thing will skyrocket up to all-time highs. You never know. You never know what's gonna. Let me move that. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. Don't forget to hit like so I can grow this channel. Let's see. Let's look at the time. Ooh, ATR is at 26, so that's the average trading range. That's pretty big for 9 o'clock already. There was news. 1 second here. There was news. All right, hold on a sec. Let me pull up the news. I know Trump. I think Trump was going to speak today. Yeah, hold on. There we go. There it is. He spoke at 8:30. There's a little bit of an orange folder at 10 a.m. that might move the market very, very slightly. NASDAQ. Let's see what happened at 8:30. Let's go back. Okay, so 8:30. 8:30 was about here. Looks like market went down. Dumped a little bit. So, oh, Trump is speaking now. Okay, thank you. Let's see what he says. I could probably put the news on my phone because my TV has my stream on it just to make sure it works. But I have DirecTV, so let me see if I can pull up. Let me see. Trump is speaking now. So yeah, we're probably going to see some pretty strong movements if he says anything. Let me take this off. This was a previous London high and low, so we don't need that. We'll mark that out later. Oh, he says something positive. Psych. Tap VWAP. Where's the news? I need the news now. Rookie mistake. How can I not have the news on, right? Let me go through the guide. Now I gotta look for like CNBC or something. Here we go. What is the Trump was saying. Let's see. Candles are moving up aggressively. Oh my goodness. Now I can't find the damn channel. I'm looking for Trump speaking, in case you're wondering. ESPN? No, I don't. There we go. Okay. Maybe on. No, it's not going to be on there. Fox Business. Most likely they'll put him there, right? There he is.
But this would not be a threat to NATO.
Got him.
Greatly enhance the security of the entire alliance, the NATO alliance. The United States is
All right, so
very unfairly by NATO. I tell you that.
you could probably hear it a little bit.
We give so much and we get so little in
It's
return.
crazy how they show the Dow right next to him. It's like, boo. Oh man, facts. There wouldn't be a NATO if it wasn't with us. I like to say we are the canine teeth in NATO. So if NATO was a mouth, we are the canine teeth. They're nothing without us. Let's be real. Let's be real. We got the biggest army in the world, guys. Uh, but anyways, let's see. Trump, the U.S. treated very unfairly by NATO. I think so, man. I think they should just give us Greenland. Why do we need to beg this much? When they need something, we give it right to them. You need $1 billion for this? Here you go. When we need something, no, no, you can't have that. It's super unfair. I do agree with that. All we do is give, give, give. We ask for a little bit, and they're like, nah, you can't. Well, they don't even care about Greenland. Let's be honest. It's like 50,000 people there. And it benefits them if we have Greenland too, because we'd have more security, more closer to them in case we need to respond to anything. I mean, I don't get it. It's all political. Political. Anyways, let's see. ATR is at 30 and it is 9 o'clock. That is pretty darn high. Oh, by the way, let me pull up. Yeah, new PA account. I know it's only a 25K PA account, new funded account. It's not an eval anymore. So that means if I make money on it, hit their target, I get a payout. I know. I usually don't get 25K. I usually get 50K and above, but this was like a mistake. If you guys see the previous videos, I bought it by mistake. Whatever. Um, but yeah, I mean, mm, let's see if I could show you the beautiful. There it is. Hey, that's my funding certificate. I got 100 of those, like literally from Apex. I have my funded futures, Tradeify. I got a bunch from a bunch of different prop firms. They don't really mean anything. The most important thing is, guys, payouts, payouts, payouts. Show payouts. Anybody, almost anybody can get funded, but can you get a payout, right? Alrighty. Looks like it's rejecting off the VWAP. And ooh, Trump still speaking or what?
and I got that stopped. I said, that's not fair.
Oh, whoa. I'm telling you, this market is super volatile, especially with him speaking. We gotta wait till this guy gets off the air before we take a trade. Because he could drop any words
But they went to 5%. Now
and
they
game over.
and
This thing will flip red faster than you could blink. Or flip green. I mean, it could go either way.
Mark, are you here? Yes, he's here. Hello, Mark. We never asked for anything.
World Economic Forum. That's where he's at right now.
Anything. We probably won't
In
get
case you're
anything
wondering,
unless they decide to use
we got the orange
excessive
guy.
force, where we would be, frankly, unstoppable. I won't do that. Okay? Now everyone's saying, oh, good. That's probably the biggest statement. Most people thought I would use force. I don't have to use force. I don't want to use force. I won't use force.
Yeah,
All the analysts
man,
say
he's not dumb. He's not gonna use force on Greenland.
no.
That'd be a total bully move. I mean, we could, but we don't really need to. We can squeeze him financially. WTG. I'm sorry, I don't even know what that is. And hello, man. How's it going? Welcome back. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what today is. All right, so we got London session as obviously the yellow square. This gap from blue to yellow, that's no color, is Asia. We got an unfilled gap up here. Let me take this here. We are in a downwards trend. Thank you, thank you. I did like the thumbs. They were cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, this thing is pumping right now. I guess he gave news that the world likes. So, oh, way to go. Sorry, bro. I'm old, like I don't know all these little analogies. Um, oh man, yeah, Trump is still speaking. So, I got my phone there. You might hear it slightly in the background. Market does open about 16, 17 minutes. Uh, let's see. All right, so let's mark out some levels here. This is your pivot up here. This is London High, right about here. So we're gonna mark a line there. And it looks like it's about to take London High before the market even opens. Um, let's do London Low. Did I put that thing sideways? Yeah. Alrighty, there we go. All right, so we got the London High and the London Low set, right? In case you're wondering where those are set, there it is, 25,233. And the London Low is 25,025. All right. And Asia High is just about right here. Let's do array. All right, there we go. That's the Asia High. It's not much higher than London, as you could see. Looks like it might fill this gap, sweep it, and then come straight down. That gap is around here. Tap EMA 50 and continue the downwards trend? Or is it going to rip up today and fill this gap? We're going to have to watch and wait and see and stay patient. We're going to have to stay patient, guys. All right. Yeah, a lot of buyers. Volume is very high. 36. ATR is at 36. So guys, when the market opens today, if ATR shoots to 40, 50, even 60 ATR, I highly recommend you downsize. Lower your risk because the movements are gonna be very strong swings, and it'll just take you out real quick. So, yeah, be easier to manage if you lower your risk. But then again, trade at your own risk. And this is not financial advice. Oh man, Trump needs to stop speaking. I hope he's off the air by the time the market opens because it's gonna go crazy. Oh my goodness. Let me look at my other screens over here. All right, so we got the S&P ES, also known as ES here on futures, pumping. It's above EMA 200, EMA 50, VWAP. It is pumping hard. Very. Let's see. Let's see how high this thing goes, man. Let's see. Again, trading is not about going boom, 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 in, out, in, out. No, no, no. It's about patience. It's about waiting for the right move. That's how you stay profitable. Waiting for your setup, waiting for your edge. Because if you take anything you see, you're cooked, you know? These this is this would have been a nice long right here, let's be honest, but look, all right. When it breaks, sometimes it comes down and retraces. So, because there's not much volume at the market yet. So, it is hitting a pivot right now. It's about to hit the London high and the Asia high. So, it might come up, fill this gap, and then we might see a strong move down. Um, I don't know yet. We have to wait and see. So, there's a lot of liquidity up here, but we got super trend on the 1 hour. Super trend is calculated by price action. So if it reaches there, usually there's pretty strong reaction to especially EMA 50 and EMA and super trend. So it'll probably maybe fill this or tap it and then come down. I'm guessing, unless a lot of bulls step in. There's also a pivot that it's reacting at right now, but a lot of buyers got to come in to shoot this to break all this resistance. Oh my God, Trump is still speaking. Get off the microphone, sir. Get off the microphone. All right, so we got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes till the market opens to see what happens. I really don't want to. I hope he's off the air by 9:45 after my orbit set because if he says anything while you're in a trade, it's gonna be a hurricane. Hurricane. Hold on just a moment, okay, guys? Hang tight. All right, all right. I'm back. Trump not allowing stock buybacks by defense COS. Okay. Defense cost. Remarks at the World Economic Forum. Hmm. Interesting. Alrighty. Patience. About 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Let's see. We are at our ATR is at 37. 37. This looks very bullish, guys. Very bullish. This closes in about 37 minutes, but let's see what the 30-minute looks like. Look at that. That's about to close in 7 minutes. Obviously 9:30 it closes. And if it closes like this, damn, that's a pump. That's a major pump right there. Oh, let me take this off. This thing has been on there. My bad. My bad. I almost always forget to take that countdown sticker off. But I got it. I got it. After 22 minutes, I got it. It's hard to see because it's like in the top left corner. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. But it's in that all that writing too, so it doesn't matter. Oh, by the way, when you look at all this writing up here, these are all my indicators. So in case you guys are wondering, what indicators is he using? You can read all of these. You'll see all the different indicators. EMA, 5 minute. Um, yeah, you kind of see all the indicators, pivots. All right. Yeah, he's not wrong. Trump is saying we subsidize pretty much every nation in the world, and we need to stop doing that. People need to start taking care of themselves. Because look, we ask for something, and they can't even say, "Here you go, you could have it," since you help us out so damn much. All right, so we swept London high. Looks like we tapped Asia high. Most likely, is gonna tap this imbalance right here that's still missing. As you can see, this is the 30-minute time frame. Tap the swing high there. Let me go to the 1 hour because that's what I really like to look at. Yeah. Oh, filled an imbalance on the 1 hour. Let me go. Oh, wrong way. There you go. So you guys see it just a tad bit better. Kind of, nah, I didn't fill it completely, but it did tap it. So tap the swing high. Let's see if it gets up here or if it starts rejecting down. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes until the market opens. 5 more minutes. Let's stay patient. Let's stay patient for the move. Let Let me take this off right here. My other screen. Hold on 1 second here. Oh my goodness. Trump loves talking, dude. This guy got a lot of energy for being old. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's about on the 15-minute, about to tap the EMA 200. That's going to be very interesting how it reacts to that if it keeps pumping through that. I don't think so. I think there's going to be a pullback somewhere around here. There has to be a pullback. Not has to be, but strong possibility, especially after sweeping these highs here. This is a pretty big pump. Looks like it tapped EMA 200 on the 5-minute and completely ripped right back up. Crazy though. I mean, if I were to trade before the market opens, pre-market, let me see how this would have looked, or if I would have got cooked. Nah, I would have been fine. I would have been up right now because I would have taken a long right here after it broke all these EMAs to the upside, closed strong. I would have taken a long here. Boom. Um, how many points to the upside would that have been? Around here. Ooh, 53 points. Look how small that looks. Look how small that looks. But ATR is at 40 right now. So, I mean, let's be careful with the the way you guys trade today. Which account am I going to use? Should I use the new account? The new 25K account? Oh, which account should I use today? Ah. Oh, shit. I took the stream off by mistake. Not my stream. The Trump speaking. Okay, let's put it back. There we go. All right. 1 minute and 30 seconds before the market opens. It looks like it's rejecting off the highs of London and Asia. I thought it would fill this gap, but I guess not. It looks like it filled the 1 hour gap that was missing. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't hit the like button. It grows my channel. I appreciate it. Um, all right, 30 seconds for market open. Is this gonna pull back, retest VWAP, retest EMAs, and then rip back up? Overall trend is bearish, as you can see overall on the 1 hour time frame. But Trump is still speaking, guys. So another reason why I would not take a pre-market trade, especially while he's talking. That's crazy because at any moment he could say something that could trigger the market and straight down or in your direction. But oh, look at that. There we go. Ding 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 ding. 9:30. New York Stock Exchange has opened. That candle right there. You're gonna see some pretty strong movements, especially while this guy is speaking. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. Put my coffee over here. Okay, looks like it's bouncing off EMA 200. It's gonna come right back up. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Got to stay patient, and let's wait for a good setup. We're gonna mark our orb, the opening range breakout, which is the first 15 minutes of the New York Open. Top and bottom, highest point, lowest point, and then we're gonna wait for a break of that orb. Some people wait for a break and a retest. It really depends on uh, which way it breaks out. Sometimes I do wait for a retest. Sometimes I'll take it because my stop loss is usually pretty big enough to withstand the retest. If it isn't, then it probably just completely changed directions. ATR 42 and it's 931. So I think it's gonna be a big range day. I know these candles don't look that big, but they're pretty big. And I'll measure them out so you could see once the range is set. But as you can see, we hit these highs. We hit Asia high, London high, swept it, completely rejected off that high. Now it might be coming down to sweep the London low. Let's see. Yeah, London is the lowest. So I might want to come down there to sweep it. We'll see. Or it might come halfway and then reject up. Let's see. But if you're looking at NASDAQ from a higher point of view, the trend is down. As you can see, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and that's market structure right there. So pretty big reaction to the downside. Look at this huge wick. It's getting all sold off. Man, I just hope this guy gets off the market, off the off the TV. Trump is still speaking. Okay, let's see what the NASDAQ wants to do. Yeah, I don't know which account I'm gonna trade. Let's see. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. I'm missing about on this account. So yeah, let's do the new account. Why not? Let's see if we started off with a good move. I could do both at the same time and copy trade them, but with the ATR that high, I don't like to risk that much. I need the ATR closer to like 35 to feel better because I know at 42 and the market's moving this strong, it's probably gonna jump to 50, especially with Trump on the mic. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you can't subscribe, you probably don't have a YouTube account, which is free. Create it and then subscribe. And then you can see me every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. for the New York Open on the NASDAQ. Ask me questions, um, anything you don't understand. I will do my best to respond to you and explain. All right. Yeah, gold is going through the roof. Gold is pumping, man. Gold is at $4,861. Woo! Bitcoin is it's going back up, but it's at 89,000. Yeah, big dip on Bitcoin there. All right, so first 5 minutes is set. Still waiting 10 more minutes so I could set the orb up and we can see what direction this wants to go. Hopefully it's not another chop fest like yesterday was chopping for about an hour and a half almost. Let's see what happens today. Guys, remember that the stream on YouTube is about a 15 to 20-second delay. So by the moment you see me take the trade, I've already been in it for probably 15, 20 seconds. So I'll do my best to tell you more or less before I enter, but you guys have to trade at your own risk and make your own analysis, you know. Trump is still speaking. De madre, de madre. Let's see. 10-year treasury bonds. 1.6 basis points down. Let's go. Let's go. Market. There we go. That's a reaction off the VWAP here and EMA 200. Are we going to rip right back up? We already swept London high, London high and Asia high. Still got these two gaps up here that might want to come fill. This is old. Let me take this off so it doesn't confuse us. But that is the previous day high. So yesterday's high, is that what it is? Make sure. Yeah, that is the previous day high here. So usually that's also another magnet for price to come and sweep. So let me cut. Whoa. So yeah, that's like the actual look of these candles. But I make them a little smaller so I could better look at it. ATR is at 44, almost 45 on the 5 minute time frame. There we go. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, this funded account, we won, so we're up $118 for the week on that account. So don't really want to mess with it today. Let's not lose the profits we made there on that account. So yeah, I'm gonna trade the new funded account that I passed yesterday. All right, so first 10 minutes is done. We're at 9:40 almost. 30 seconds left for that candle to close. All right. Okay. Well, that looks like a rejection. Okay, or is it retesting VWAP? See if it retests the blue line here. This blue line is EMA 21, and we got EMA 50, which is the green one. ATR currently at 47, so it keeps increasing, guys. It keeps increasing. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Willing to risk today, max 200. So let's see if I win the first one, then we're done. But if I lose, we could take a second one, and if we lose that, then I'm down 200. So that'd be a bad start for the funded account. But we can come back tomorrow if that happens. The thing is to live the next day to recover, not go on tilt and blow the account as soon as you got it. Sometimes you need to accept the loss. Sometimes the market just doesn't move in the direction you want it to go, or it does, but it takes you out. So, and again, ATR is really high. So, a lot of volatility in the market. A lot of big moves right now.
Hundreds of big tractors carloads are moving back to the United States. They're coming in from Canada. They're coming in from Mexico.
Trump says most realize that the U.S. tariffs are fair. Okay, yeah, maybe. Alrighty, we got about 2 minutes before this candle is set, and we could set the orb, which is the opening range breakout of the first 15 minutes. I could start setting it up now, and if it changes, we'll fix it just to get an idea. So we are at, this is the 935, so that is the highest point right now, and the lowest point currently. That is what it is. It could go lower, and then we have to readjust it. It could go higher. We need to readjust it. All right. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Oh, looks like a bounce off the EMA 50. Yeah, I mean, I know that it's a downwards trend right now, but we have to go with what we're looking at on the lower time frame. And the higher time frame is just very bullish. On the 4 hour, it's very choppy, which is not good. On the 15-minute, very undecided also, choppy. It's gonna chop around as long as Trump is on the mic. That's the truth. Very choppy on ES. I think it's pretty much waiting until Trump gets off the mic to figure out what it's gonna do. I hope. All right, 50 seconds left for the orb to be set. Uh, I'm gonna set the orb on this one here. Setting it up on my other computer. All right, 30 seconds. And okay. Alrighty, and that's your orb. If you set it, it hasn't really moved because this candle created the low, so I've marked the low. This was the high of that 935 candle, so 935, 940, 945. Now we set the top and the bottom. See, it clearly rejected off EMA 200, VWAP, EMA 21. and EMA 50. All right, I'm going to set the orb for ES so we could stay on the same page here. Um, All right, EMAs.
They emptied their mental institutions into the United States. And despite that, we have the lowest crime numbers that we've ever had in the
Okay,
history of the country. Just kidding. More
and
importantly, we're cracking down on more than $19 billion in fraud that was stolen by Somali bandits. Can you believe that Somali turned out to be higher IQ than we thought? You see, these are low IQ people that
okay.
are going to Minnesota and say,
Let's see what the market wants to do. Is it going to break out already? Oh man, I really don't want to go on a breakout while Trump is on the mic here. EMA 200's on the 15-minute, right above us. So if it taps that, I have a feeling it's going to reject and come right back down. This could be a fake breakout to the upside. Could be. Or it's just very, very volatile. ATR is at 49 right now. So it's just very, very tricky. It's very choppy right now on the 15. On the higher time frames, it looks like chop. That's not good. That's not good at all. Like if you look at the 4 hour, it's very choppy. Yeah, might not be 50 points, man. Again, these movements are really big, really big. Let me mark the 15-minute here. All right, so this was this it? Okay, looks like it's breaking out. Looks like it's breaking out. Let's see what happens. There is that pivot right there. We got the pivot point. So is it gonna flip and start moving up now? We have EMA 50 here. Every time it's touched EMA 50, it's rejected. So kind of a scary spot, to be honest. Kind of a scary spot. I think I might take a quick scalp. I don't know. Might take, and Trump is still speaking, bro. Oh my God, bro. Get off the mic. Shit. Get off the mic. Get off the mic. ATR 49, guys. Make sure you manage your risk properly. That's how you stay in the game. I really don't like this right here, man. Unless it breaks above this EMA, it could tap here, which is 28. I'm sorry, 280. So 280, it could tap right here and come right back down. So that's an area of interest that I'm gonna mark to, let's right there. It's an area of interest that it might reject off. If it taps that area, it could come right back down. So is it gonna break out? Is it gonna break out? Is it gonna break out to the upside? Uh, should I take this long right here? This is a risky move. Let's see what happens.
Order filled.
All right, let's see. Hopefully I don't get cooked. This is the new PA funded account, so we're risking 100. Let's see. We'll get a one and done. Again, this area right here is, I'm gonna move. to break even if it gets to this right here, because there might be a violent reaction downwards after it hits this. Okay. Okay. Let's go. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's go. Let's go. ATR is at 49. Let's hopefully it doesn't come down here. Let's go. Let's go. Keep pumping. Keep pumping. Let's get a one and done here. Let's get a one and done. So it broke out above the EMAs. Looking very bullish on the 1 hour. Very bullish on 15. That was the reason for my trade. Now the thing is, these swings could wipe you out, man. So this is kind of like a little magnet for it. At the same time, it could help it either push up or push down right there. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Stay tuned. We gotta stay patient. I do have my trailing to start trailing at 160 ticks. So let's see what happens. All right, all right. That's more or less what I thought is gonna happen. Okay, keep going. There, it filled the gap. Let's see what happens. It's about to get to. Ooh, it's about to get to this. I think I want to move it now to break even, just because that zone is tricky. All right, so we can't lose on this trade unless it comes all the way down, all the way down. Then we're cooked. But I think it still wants to pump. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's stay patient. Let's stay patient. This zone right here is the EMA. Okay, got the trailing. Got the trailing. All right. Don't want to get too greedy.
Order filled.
I'm gonna take it right there. I know. It could go all the way to 120, but this zone right here, this is this right here, and I don't want to f around and find out that it completely rejects off EMA 50, that it's been rejecting off this whole damn thing. And look, there it goes. Talk about, or maybe it goes up. There it goes. Maybe I would have hit the 120. If you guys stayed in it, you hit the 120. But we're starting off the funded account with at least $90, $89. So that's a good start. That's a good start. And if you guys took that trade, you're in a good spot. Again, why did I take that trade? It broke out looking very bullish. My concern was this area right here, which I marked it before it even happened. So yeah, I mean, it could break through here and keep ripping. But then again, we have Trump on the mic and anything could happen. So you want to get in and out quick. But yeah, guys, we also swept this. This sometimes creates it to look at that. Look at that exit. If this closes and I took that exit there and then it reverses down, dude, come on, man. Come on, guys. Call me Young Jeezy, all right? um, but yeah, I knew that was going to be an area of reaction because it's been reacting to that EMA 50. Look at it right here, complete rejection. So it's tapping super trend, EMA 50. It might rip and fill here, but it might come back down, and then the overall trend, I'm fading the trend on the higher time frames, which is you just gotta look. Look at that. Look at that. So if you're still in, good for you guys. Again, you gotta be happy with.
Connection lost.
Okay, my connection was lost for a minute there, but look at that. It's breaking through it. If you guys are still in, good for you guys for having more patience than me. But yeah, I didn't want to mess around. I didn't want to mess around, especially on the first trade of that account. Let's start it green. 90 bucks? Yeah. Let's start it off green. It's a good trade. That's a good trade. Look at it. Uh, and I took it above the line that I thought of interest. So again, just a interesting area here, you know. Viste, viste. You, you see what I'm talking about? Again, I probably would hold it on a regular note, but Trump is speaking, guys. Trump is speaking, and anything could happen. It could happen in my favor. It could rip up, but it could also rip down, and then we're starting off the funded account with a negative. I don't want to do that. Look at that. Just keeps ripping now. Now, if you want to look for a second trade, you have to wait for a pullback. You cannot chase this. You have to wait for it to show you some retesting and then goes back up. But overall, I mean, honestly, I do think if it fills this gap, it's got to go like all the way up here to really change the whole direction of the market, you know? We're gonna end the stream already at 10 a.m.? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Should I take another trade or wait for another trade? Uh, nah, nah. But hopefully you saw my thought process on that trade. Hopefully you saw it. It broke out of orb, showed a very bullish reaction, took the long, came out right here. Right here, why did I come out right here instead of waiting for it to hit my TP at 120? Oh, oof. It's ripping. It's filling the gap that I thought it would fill. But I thought there would be a reaction here, which there was for a minute. As you can see, it did, you know, play around here for a minute. Um, but yeah, I mean, it might want to come fill this gap and then wick down and keep going down, or fill it, wick halfway down, and now change character and start an upwards trend. Let's see. I mean, remember, it still wants to hit the previous day high. That it usually wants to aim for that, and this huge gap here. So, oof, oof. This thing is ripping, guys. Ripping. Nah, I would have been rich. Would have been rich if I just held on to that trade a little longer, right? It's all good. You got to be happy with what you get. It is what it is. If you guys stayed in and took that long, congratulations. Um, I'm happy you guys uh, followed the trend on that trade if you did. But then again, ATR is at 50, so we have to be very, very risk off. And yeah. So yeah, even when the trend is your friend, if the 1 hour candle is showing you a strong bullish move, don't try to fade that. Bullish here, broke out on ES, um, exploded on the 15-minute time frame. Now you gotta wait for a retest if you want to go long. You can't go long up here. You have to wait for a retest. If it keeps running, it just runs, and you don't, there's no entry point. But you need to wait for something to come down and then show you a bullish reaction up. Pretty simple. All right, 1 hour. The new 1 hour candle is gonna open in 1 minute and 1 second. Boom. Now, interesting point. Let's see what happens. That is a strong bullish move right here. It broke above super trend, so super trend reversed. It went boop, it broke it, reversed. EMA. Let's see what happens. Personally, I think it's going to come down and do a retracement, a pullback. And if it does want to continue going up, it will flip. It'll wick. It'll show a huge wick and maybe come fill these gaps today. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Thank you guys for viewing. Make sure you hit that like button. I hope you understand my breakdown of why I took the long here. You know, they say trading is gambling, but the market tells you what it wants to do sometimes. Like the EMAs, it's above all the EMAs, where so it's showing it wants to go up. Higher time frames showing it wants to go up. My concern was this EMA, valid concern, because look at the reaction. Look at the reaction over here. Hold up. You know, it tapped the EMA 200 and it opens downwards, you know. Overall, the trend has been down. So, you know, valid concern to take profit right here. But that's what it does. Sometimes it just does not care and there's more buyers and it just rips up. And I just rather be safe than sorry, especially with 51 ATR, which is a average trading rate range. Um, and Trump speaking on the World Economic Forum right now in Switzerland. He could say anything, trigger the market, take you out faster than you can blink. So you just got to, like I said earlier, I think you got to scalp. And don't get me wrong, guys. Let me tell you how many points this was, because you might think, oh, you only made 80 bucks. I only did one contract, but I got 45 points. 45 points. You want to know my drawdown? My drawdown? 9 points of drawdown. 9 points, guys. Play with me. I mean, what do you want from me, guys? I'm teaching you the sauce. I'm teaching you guys the sauce. Pay attention. You gotta stay tuned. You gotta keep watching so you can learn. Why does David look for this stuff? Why is David showing me this level? Dude, it's all right here. I'm telling you the EMAs. I'm telling you where VWAP is. It's above VWAP. You know, VWAP. What is VWAP? VWAP is the institutions, the big banks. There are, if it's above VWAP, they're buying. If it's under VWAP, they're selling. And that changes, but you have to wait for the reaction. You don't predict. Today, we're thinking, oh, it's going to keep going down. It's going to keep going down. But if the market shows you it wants to go up, don't fight it. Go with the flow, you know? Created a strong bullish. This is a imbalance. That means that so many buyers came into the market, it didn't give a chance for sellers to come in. So what happens? It creates a huge imbalance, also known as a fair value gap. Another imbalance, strong push up. I took profit here, a little above the EMA 50 on the 1 hour. That was like around here. Sure, I set it at 120. I moved to break even pretty quick. So just because Trump is speaking and anything can happen. So you got to protect your profits as soon as you're in profit, especially when things are so volatile. ATR is at 51, guys. Now, here we go. It filled the gap, and it might want to do a retracement now. It might want to start doing the retracement. And before you go long, you want to see a pullback. You don't want to chase price, because if you try to chase it now, after it's done this huge move up, and the candles, as you can see, they're getting smaller. This is a sign that of weakness, obviously. Could it flip and start ripping back up? Absolutely. But, it might be running out of steam. Wants to retest this level, maybe the EMA 50 on the 1 hour. See if it holds. Now it goes from resistance, since it broke through it, and turns into support and keeps ripping up. Changes the whole character of the trend. And again, this needs to be filled. It could be today, could be this week, could be this month, but eventually it gets filled. So it's a very strong area of interest for price to fix that imbalance. It does not like imbalances in the market, especially huge gaps like this. So yeah. Um, let's see. Let's see. I mean, look, this thing now just wants to rip, rip, rip. Like I said, I'm not gonna take another trade unless I see a strong pullback and then a strong reaction up. Like this was the move. This was it. This was it, guys. This was it. If you missed this breakout, I'm sorry. And that's why sometimes I don't wait for the retest, because there's a lot of people wait for the break and the retest and then it goes up. And yeah, but you just missed the move. You just missed it. So if you set a stop loss like I do of about 50 points, you can handle a retest. Now, if it goes more than 50 points down, it is what it is. Like you have to understand your risk on the table. It might be a fake breakout, but when it runs up like this and you waited for that retest, you missed the move. There might there might be another move in the day. Maybe there might not. It might just keep chopping up and not give you an opportunity to get in. You gotta you gotta react quick. You gotta react quick in this market, man. That's why I don't set limit orders. I just put buy market. Boom. Let's go. You gotta react quick and trade what you see. All right. Let's see here. So this might be a short stream today. We got the move we wanted early, guys. We got the move we wanted early. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. Trump is still speaking, so I really don't want to take any more trades. We're up 90 on the funded account. Could have gotten 120, absolutely. But like I said, I didn't want to mess around and find out, and I just closed it right above there, which was the EMA 50, and that was where Super Trend was. So I thought there was going to be a reaction downwards. It kind of faked me out, I guess. But it's all right. It's all right. We're still green on the day and green on the week. So, y'all have a great rest of your day. It's Wednesday. It does look a little gloomy outside. Sorry. But I'll see you guys back tomorrow at 9 a.m. so we could take another trade and hopefully stay green for the week again. So far, so good. Past the funded account. Green on both accounts here for the week. This one's at 118. This one's at 89. Obviously, it was 90 in gross, but there's fees. That's a pretty good start for the new funded account. I'm happy with that. Y'all trade safe and have a great rest of your day.